Brandon, you had a stretch into the third quarter where you got a bucket, made a couple plays. Beginning of the fourth quarter, Khan scores, I think, 6 or 7 straight points, and then LaMelo ends the game with 7 straight. What does it say about your team, this group as a whole, that you guys have 3 players that you can give the ball to go get a bucket or make a play when the game starts getting tight like that?
I think it's just the team's trust. We trust each other to make the right plays, and that's what we're going to do every night to – I think that's going to be the best way to put us in position to, win ball games like this in a tough atmosphere. So I think just our trust and our bond goes a long way with the win tonight.
You made a couple passes with your left hand tonight. Is that something that you worked on when you couldn't really shoot with your right hand for a couple months?
A little bit. I mean, I believe I had a whole summer to myself, just working on all left-hand stuff. So I think I could take some credit with the the summer workouts with my left hand.
A few games ago, you talked about how you felt like your game was in a good spot. The playmaking seems like you've taken a really big jump. A lot of high reads, too. You found KJ going baseline. You found the wraparound pass for Musa. Kind of talk about not just the shooting or whatever part of your game, but the playmaking side and being able to find your teammates on the court.
Definitely. Just, trying my best to do everything on the court. I think we did a great job towards the end of just buying in and getting the stops that we needed. We preached being a two-way, so I think everybody stepped up to the plate and accepted the challenge.
You talk about being a two-way. You started the game out on Trae Young. Talk about that matchup. Are you going to the coaching staff and saying, hey, this is a matchup I maybe want, or kind of walk us through that
matchup?
Definitely.
I think with Trae, I think just, having that length over him, just, that presence, does us a great job, in the long run. So just, having that presence, that physicality that we started the game off with, and just completing the whole game with the same, mentality to just compete at the highest level, I think is all we can ask for.
Second straight game with a strong clutch performance. What do you think that says about the growth of the group overall since the beginning of the season?
Definitely shows our confidence, that we trust each other to just make the right plays, of course. LaMelo had the big three towards the end of the game, and then we went to the other side and got a stop. So, kudos to him, and, kudos to everybody, that bought in with us tonight as far as players, fans, staffs. Hats off to them just cheering us on.
You guys came out tonight. You were up 8-0. Atmosphere was pretty crunk in there. Just what was the difference in terms of the way you guys started the game and also the way you finished it the way you wanted to tonight?
Definitely. The start of the game is what we've been preaching. Our starts have been good. Our third quarter starts, have been okay. So just, going into halftime, just picking up, reminding everybody we got to have a great start to this third quarter. So just always having that mindset of just, competing and just having a great start to the third quarter.
In the first half, you guys had 80 points. I think you hit 18 three-pointers. What was going so well for you guys in the first half, would you say?
Definitely. I think just making the right plays, passing up good ones for a great one. And that's all we can ask for is just, making the right plays.
Thank you, guys. Good. Thanks, Brandon.